Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed, the measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first 3rd down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Coverage team gets their job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
He makes the catch.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
And how about the big play by this running back. Nice job running with the football. Good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
Quarterback making checks. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking for a crease, it's Haynes. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road.
Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with the pads.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Underwood. Wide open downfield. He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Extra point here will tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockne and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
So first down here as they go back to work. Back to throw, it's Carr. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used the reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Fourth down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it.
Here we go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
when the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On the ground. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Haynes. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on 1st down, but the defense was ready. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. Proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Underwood. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The give to the tailback. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Minnesota.
And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On the ground, it's Haynes. Past the 40. There he goes. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. The short hands, it's Stewart. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Bootleg and rolling out. Finds his man. It's Stewart. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To throw, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Haynes. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the big fella. He's got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense.
Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Carr. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. What a play call there. Jesse, I fully expected them to throw.
You did, Reese. I did. Everybody in the stadium did. You know, the coaching staff did too. Because of the defense they played, they were not expecting the offense to keep it on the ground, but kudos to them. They got fooled, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the run, it's Haynes. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick handoff. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch on the left. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Plows through the defense. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To the air, it's Carr. Rushes on him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So the final period starts with a second down play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to throw on third down. Sets up the screen. Lining off the defender. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Irish! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kennesaw State. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. Grab near the marker. It's Underwood. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. The extra point here would tie the game. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Flanagan. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The give from the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Gets the back moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. He's got it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you can tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Across the 45. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Game is tied. Just a few minutes to play, and we'll see if this defense can stop a scoring drive. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Coaches preach all week about physicality, physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field. This is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got it set up on the outside.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, with that run, I think it kind of handcuffs you. I think you want to save that last timeout when you need it for your field goal unit or whatever that looks like. Running the football there, man, keeping that clock ticking. I don't necessarily love that call.
Here's the handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I think that's a situation here, tie game, 4th quarter, ball somewhere in the middle of the field. You're just trying to put it in your quarterback's hands, trusting your offense to make the plays necessary to go score and win the game. Now, you're not able to do it, so now you need your defense to come out here, bow up with their backs against the wall and try to save this game for you.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, 4th quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. Let's see what happens out there.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Payne. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Notre Dame right back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Completes it in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Just a couple they need to pick up here on third and short in overtime. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Carr. Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. They'll run for it. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They strike first in overtime.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the third touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Going to the running game. Picks up the first down, still moving. Touchdown, Wolverines! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Got to be impressed with the level of execution here in the second drive of OT. One play, score a touchdown, and now it's decision time, David. You kick the extra point and keep this thing going, or do you go for 2 and try to win?
Yeah, and you're right. The response was amazing. I mean, you give up a touchdown, you have a tendency to get down on yourself. No. First play, great execution. Now, do I go for the win? Do I play this safe, or do I go try to take this moment right now and get the W?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. If he houses this, it's ball game. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick.
That's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. You're obviously down here in the red zone. It's overtime. The windows are going to be small. He just got a bit too aggressive with his decision-making. The defense makes him pay, and now they're giving it back to their offense with a chance to kick a field goal here and win.
First down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Gonna run it. It's Young. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This has been a long and physical game, so who's got a little bit left in the tank? This offensive line on their first possession in overtime, they're trying to go out right away and establish the line of scrimmage.
They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So on fourth down,